What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the web? Today is Saturday, January 27th, 2024, and this is Play By It Extra, the show where we look at the gaming news of the past week, summarize it, and basically give our opinions and thoughts. So if that sounds like something that interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. The overall theme of this week on Play By It, as mentioned yesterday, is self-destruction. Ubisoft is being sued for illegally shutting down games. Final Fantasy VII live action is being considered. PlayStation CEO came out and said that the cloud is the future. I unboxed the brand new PSP Go, the PlayStation 5 port of Valorant was in trouble, and Microsoft fired pretty much all of Activision. So with all that being said, it should come as no surprise that the video game industry cannot continue going like this. All these layoffs, all these cloud issues, all these anti-consumer practices, it's going to lead the game industry down a dark path. They're going to lose the support of, you and me, the consumer. And you know what's going to happen then? The video game crash. The last video game crash happened in the 1980s. Just because video games is a multi-billion-dollar industry now, does not mean it won't happen again. Now the cloud, pushing for that, that's one thing, but all these layoffs, we've had 2-3 different videos this past week across the board that had to do with layoffs. That's never, justifiable. Yeah, if your company's bleeding money and you have to lay people off, then okay, understandable. But if you're Riot Games making billions of dollars a year, why are you laying anybody off? If you're Microsoft making trillions a year, why are you laying anybody off? Seriously, laying off the entirety of Activision, one Call of Duty game, 1 month of sales, boom, Activision paid for itself. Not the $64 billion they paid, of course, but at least as far as running the company, 1 month, it's paid for, it's good to go. Everything else is profit. I saw a statistic that said as of right now, in 2024, not even done with January, that we've already experienced 60% of the layoffs across the tech industry that all of 2023 had. We will surpass that number this year. But the biggest thing that piques my curiosity out of this is people like me who do work in tech, who are engineers, we see this stuff, right? I wouldn't want to work with Activision. I wouldn't want to work with Microsoft. I wouldn't want to work with Riot. I wouldn't want to work with any of these game studios that are laying people off. So what are they going to do now that they're scaring away all of the valuable talent? They can't survive. They're going to have to stop doing this shit. They've always relied on being able to lay off as many people as they want, whoever they want, without a rhyme or reason, and then know that they have people coming in that'll be able to replace those people. And yeah, okay, sure, I can come in and replace their system administrator. Sure, obviously, yeah. But do I want to? Hell no. I hate my job as it is, but at least it's secure. I know I'm not going to get laid off. But go to Microsoft and then hate my job there and know I'm going to get laid off at some point? Hell no. If you recall, just over 2 years ago, I quit my job from Facebook because they were stressing me out with the threat of layoffs and threat of firing you if you weren't doing something right. So if anybody knows anything about how scummy and terrible it is to work for a Fortune 50 company, it is me. Because that's all I've ever worked for. In a perfect world, this YouTube stuff would blow up and I would work doing this for the rest of my life and never have to worry about a company laying me off again. But, of course, we are not in a perfect world, and I'm sure in your perfect world it'd be the same thing. Everyone wants to make a living talking and playing video games. But when you can't do that, you make them. And now you can't even do that because Microsoft and all these other people are like, you know what? You made us a lot of money, but our CEO, that guy over there who owns the 2,500 square foot yacht, who owns 3 Porsche 911s, who owns a giant house in the hills, he wants to make $10 million more this year. He wants a raise, so $10 million, that's 100 employees, all right? We're laying off 100 of them. I'm just so sick and tired of this happening. Obviously, my hair's brown with hints of blonde. It's not blue. I'm a capitalist, but Jesus Christ, dude, we cannot keep going this way. Inflation's going up at an all-time high. The stock market is doing good for billionaires, but it's not doing good at all for people like you and me. It's not doing good at all for the middle class, period. And then the video game industry is just collapsing. It's falling within itself, literally day in and day out. I'm not saying we need to socialize it or anything, but we definitely need these unions to step up. We need stipulations in place. If you sell to XYZ company, you cannot have a mass layoff for the first 3 years. Let's set it so where you can't lay people off, period, without justifiable, fireable reasons. I really hate the direction this world's going in, and it looks like the video game industry is doing that as well. Now listen, I'm not saying we should do it, but the 7 Seas is looking mighty fine right about now. And if they're not going to pay their people and try to keep them, what should we say? Everybody, all at once? Fuck them. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this week on Play By with everything just being self-destructive? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, try not to die, and I'll see you in the next video.